Hey all, and welcome to my vlog. My name is Erin, and this week I am taking a tiny break from writing content to talk to you about the really cool place that I visited. This past week was my 3rd wedding anniversary, and we celebrated by taking a short trip into British Columbia to visit the Northern Lights Wolf Center. I've loved wolves pretty much as long as I can remember, so literally the opportunity to spend time with actual ones was basically heaven. So Northern Lights is run by Shelley and Casey Black. They've run the center since 2002, and their main goal is conservation and education. The wolves that you're seeing in these videos are Scrappy Dave and Flora. They are a 6-year-old brother and sister pair. Flora is actually their wolf ambassador. She's very well-mannered and calm, and so they take her to schools and events so that they can educate the populace about wolves. All of their wolves are born in captivity, and Northern Lights adopts them when they're pups so that they can be imprinted and socialized to people. So none of them are from the wild, and none of them will be going back into the wild. At the center, you can meet the wolves in their enclosures. You'll learn about issues facing wolves today, and listen to interpretive talks. They also have photography hikes, which is what we went on. They take you and 2 of the wolves off into the wilderness, and you get to just hang out with them for a couple hours, depending on how extreme the weather is and what the wolves feel like doing. This is actually the 2nd time that I've been on this hike. I went almost a decade ago now, and the wolves that I went out with are sadly no longer with us, but they are Aspen and Tuck, and they were very sweet. This is one of the souvenir postcards that you can get at the center, and it's titled The Kiss. It's super cute. So as I said, the wolves that we went out with were Scrappy Dave and Flora. They are very friendly and very rambunctious. If you do want to go on one of these photography hikes, it's not super cheap, but it is definitely worth the money if you can get out there. It is located about 20 minutes outside of Golden, British Columbia, and kind of tucked between Yoho National Park and Glacier National Park. You do have to be at least 16. They don't allow pets or children on these hikes, just for basic safety. And their group maximum size, I believe, is 6 people. You will get very close to the wolves. They will like to come and check you out once they've kind of figured out you're not a threat. Scrappy Dave in particular wanted to steal my coat, which apparently he does whenever he goes out with people. He will pick one person on the hike and try to steal things from them, so you have to go out with as little as possible. And he didn't actually get my coat. Shelley intervened when he started getting really interested in it, and then he mostly left it alone for the rest of the time. I caught this video of the wolves. They came across this rock, and I don't know what scent they were picking up, but they were absolutely in love with this rock. And so we just kind of stood there and watched the 2 of them do their little swirly dance. And they had the best time, so it was super cute. They do respond to treat training, and some of their treats are literally just hunks of raw meat, which is what you are seeing when they are snapping them out of the air here. They respond pretty well to commands, and they're obviously hand-raised from puppies, so they're really comfortable with Casey and Shelley. Sometimes they don't listen super well though. When we were going to pack up, Scrappy Dave did not want to come back. He did eventually, but they had to let him run off some of his energy before he would hippity-hop back in that truck. Once you are back in the center, they have really cool souvenirs. All of it is wolf themed, obviously. One of the things I got is this really cute wolf magnet with the NLW Center for Northern Lights Wildlife, or Northern Lights Wolf Center. And magnets are kind of my thing when I travel. They're usually the souvenir that I get whenever I go places. And the other really cool thing that I got is this glass wolf paw imprint. So they took a cast of one of their wolf paws. This is actually from one of their wolves named Wiley, who actually passed in November of this year. He was there when I first visited, but he was significantly younger. He was a huge boy. He was like 6 feet long. And so, yeah, they made casts of his foot and I've literally been looking for wolf paw imprints for years, and this is the first time I've actually found for wolves. So naturally I had to get it. But they have tons of souvenirs, pictures, artwork, calendars. The other really neat one that I wanted to get, but I had already spent a lot of money, is they will felt wolf fur into the shape of paw prints on a felt square, and it's just the fur that's taken off of their wolves when they're doing their spring shed. I highly recommend you guys check out the Northern Lights Wolf Center. It is honestly such a cool experience, and if you love nature, if you love wolves, if you just want a really unique experience out in the mountains, definitely check them out. I will put their link to their website down below, and I will also put a link down to a petition that is to help save the BC wolves, because currently in British Columbia, wolves are allowed to be hunted and they are being culled in some areas. If you want to lend your voice to protecting wolves, that petition will be down below. There is also a section on the Northern Lights Wolf Center for donations. It is extremely expensive to feed all of their wolves. All of this information will be on their website as well. Under Wolf Center, they'll have all the information on how they take care of their wolves, information about them in general, their history. You can meet all of the wolves under the wolf pack, and there's also a section for how you can help. So I hope you guys liked that video, and I hope if you have the opportunity you'll check out the Northern Lights Wolf Center. It is one of my favorite places in the world. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you next week again with another video. Bye!